Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. And thank you very much for joining me for the 12 days of Christmas fun. So this is the first video I've done in a while, so I am going to get started. And if I do apologise if my voice is croaky. I'm having a bit of an allergy day today. So alrighty, so we're going to make this card here. This one's called a center panel pop-up card. So I'm going to create this one with you. And I realised I forgot something to add when I was starting this. So anyway, I will show you when we get going. But yeah, I'm going to create this card here. So, and we are going to use the Kindest Gnomes stamp set and dies. So this is a really cute stamp set. I haven't really used much of this, so I decided I'm going to use this today. So anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to put those aside. And I've already got my little bits and pieces already cut out. So I've got my base, which is Coastal Cabana. And I've got some panels here of Designer Series paper. And that's out of the Story Gnomes, I think it's what it's called. I've got it right here, Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper. So this is gorgeous. So I've got two pieces there cut. I will put the measurements at the end of the video, so I won't go through them. And I just nearly had an avalanche in my room. So like I said, I'll go through all my pieces. I've got a piece of soft suede. I've got a piece of white, Whisper White. Not Whisper White. It's actually yeah, basic white now. So, and I've cut some like I've cut the mushroom and the gnome. This one I'm using a girl gnome. On here it was a man gnome. so I'm going to use the girl gnome this time because she's got plaits, and that's what I think she is anyway. So I've got all those, so I'm going to get started, and I've cut these from the Designer Series paper, and if you haven't seen this, I will show you. So all I've done, like this is the paper here, but I've just cut, because that's a whole sheet of the mushrooms, or the mushroom house, and a whole sheet of the gnomes, and I've only cut probably one little panel off that. I'll take them out and I'll show you. So I'll bring those ones back in. I'll pop that up there. But all I've done was I've just grabbed my dies and I've just cut the gnome out of there. And I did the same with the mushrooms, so I've just cut them off. But I've only used, like I said, one row of, so you could get a fair few like mushrooms and the gnomes out of like two pieces of paper. So I'll pop them back up there, and I'll take those back as well. So that's where I got those from, if you were wondering. So I'm going to pop them all aside, and we're going to grab our scoreboard, and we're going to score this piece. Like I said, I'll have all the measurements in the description after the video. So I'm going to pop that around, and on the 8-inch side, we're going to score. I'm just going to have a look at my measurements here. So it's been a little while since I've made this one. So the first score is 2. So we're going to score that at 2. So I'm going to get my cutting blade out of the way and score that at 2. And then I'm going to put it over to 3. And I'm going to score that one as well. I hope I'm bumping the table. Then I'm going to go over to 5. Then I'm going to scoot it over to 6. And that's all the scoring I need to do. So I'm going to pop this away. I'll pop that on the floor so I don't end up dropping it. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, what was it? I'm gonna go that way. So I'm gonna do, that one's gonna go that way, and this is gonna go, actually I've done the wrong way now. this is going to go this way. Well, it doesn't really matter. If you just score them, yeah, I'm doing it back to front now. So all we want to do is bring the middle section in and this section out, and that's created our card. So I'm going to grab my bone folder. So I just want to give them a good crease. I'm just going to give that one a... So you should have this shape here. So the first one here should be a valley. The second one should be a mountain. And this one's a mountain. And then that one's a valley. So you sort of, you've got this, yeah, this fold here. So I'm just going to give that a good... And all you're going to do now is, the other thing that I forgot was on the inside here is where you'll put your white piece to write in. And I didn't bring any over, so I'm very sorry about that. But actually, I'll see if I can quickly grab a piece. So if I can grab a piece, I can do that and pop that. Don't know if that'll be big enough. We'll see. Oh, look, it goes close. So I'll have to cut that down. So I'll do that now. Just grab my, and this piece here will be the same as look, I've got stuck. I've got something stuck on the bottom of that. So, okay. So that should be 5 1/4, and it is. And we're going to cut that down at 1 3/4. So, okay. So I've got that piece too that I can do something with. Stick that down there so it doesn't fall. Alrighty. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to start assembling our cards. So we're going to bring all these pieces back in, except for those. They can sit up there for a second. So before we add those pieces, we'll have to do some stamping. But we're going to stick these pieces on the inside of here. So I'm going to grab my glue. And I'm not going to use that one because it's been upside down for a while and it'll probably ooze out everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop, and this is gorgeous on the other side, but I think here in Australia we don't have like them running around in the snow, like mooses, so I'm just deciding what I'll do to use the trees. So what I'm going to do is going to pop that in there, and I'm going to make sure it's even all the way around. And this is a first for me, so I'm actually standing up in my craft room crafting, so I'm finding it a bit challenging. Now this is going to move on me. Okay, we're going to move that back down. There you go. I think I've got it straight. So I'll pop that piece there, and I'm going to close that one up, and I'm going to pop some more DSP on this one. Okay, open him up and try to have an even border all the way around. So I am going to try to come on and do some live videos as well for the 12 days of Christmas fun. It's just that I seem to find it hard at the moment with Mum because I'm there during the week, and the weekend I'm trying to cram in everything for myself. I don't get a lot of time now for myself, so I'm trying to do some live videos as well. So you should have that. So you've got your 2 pieces of DSP on there. So I don't know whether I want to stamp anything on the inside. So that piece will go on the inside. I'm going to have a look in my... actually, I might stamp warm wishes on the inside. So we'll need warm wishes. And you know me so well. So I'm going to put that one. And see if warm wishes... I haven't used this one yet. You can tell that I've only used... a couple out of here, so I'll pop that up there. So we'll take the backing off that one. Okay. And stick it there, and I've already used that one. So I'm going to grab a couple of little blocks here. I'm going to pop that one on that little one there. I'm just going to see how straight he is. So, but I will need to stamp that one to see how straight I am. Pop the lid back on that one. And this one here, I make sure it's straight. So, oh, that up there. Okay. So I'm going to use my soft suede, and I'll take that one out and pop in there for a second. I'm going to grab, I did have another sheet here. I don't like to muck up my piece that I'm working on, so I'm going to pop this here and pop that one there as well. So we're going to stamp this one here, and I know that's stamping all right. Just make sure that so I'm going to stamp this one up to the top. So I'm going to stamp him, and I'm hoping that I stamp it straight and it's not too bad. So that one will sit there, and this one here I'm going to pop on the inside, but because I haven't used this one before, I'm just going to have a little practice. And okay, I'm going to pop that one into the center, hopefully into the center. I'm going to come down a little bit from that one, and there you go, done good. So normally don't do very good. So I'm just going to remove that and pop that over there. So I'm going to close this so I don't get it everywhere. And this piece here, I'm just going to sit in the middle at the back. So I'll pop a bit of glue on that. And I'm going to try to center that into the center of the back panel. And this is where you'll write your message to your loved one, friend, whoever you may give it to. So I might need a little bit more glue, but so there, that is where you'll write your message at the back. So we're going to flip him over, and this piece here, we're going to stick this on to this piece of soft suede. So, and I'm going to pop that onto there. My other one I made, I'll show you in a minute. I had a 1/8 inch like border, but this one I decided to have a 1/4 inch border. So that one there will go onto there. So we'll glue that on. Like, these are so quick and easy. The easiest card to do, but I've got a couple of different cards that I want to share in this series. So, but I wasn't going to do it this year, and I thought, no, if I can get some videos done on my, like, when I can, like a quick 20-minute video here and there, I can get them done, and if I can do some lives, I will. But yeah, so I thought, well, no, I'll do it this year. So, and just do some quick videos. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop these on here. So that one might sit there, and I might sit her down here. So it just looks like. So I'm going to glue this one. So I'm going to glue my snowman, I was going to say. I'm going to glue my mushroom house. So I'm going to grab my glue. I don't need glue, so I'm going to sit that off to the side. So I'm just going to pop glue on the back of this. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue there and there. And I'm going to stick him off to the side. So I'm going to stick it about there. So I don't want glue on here because it'll glue it down to the card. So I'll just double check. But if you wanted to, you could take it over, but you're not really going to see it behind there anyway. So, and if you wanted to, you can put some designer series paper down here, but I didn't think it needed it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab my girl gnome. That's what I'm calling her. And if I can find my dimensionals, I think they're there. No, the card bases. Okay. Just don't want to pull everything and have an avalanche over here. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and so she's going to sit on the front there, so you can put it all over the back. So I'm just going to pop one up there on her hat. I'm going to pop one into the middle. Okay, come on you. I'm just going to pop, maybe I'll just pop one there. Let's take the backings off those. And I'm going to stick her about there. And to finish her off, I'm not quite sure if these rhinestones are retired or not. I do apologise, but I will check. But I'm just going to pop a couple of red ones on, and I'm going to use my Winker Stella. So pop a couple of these on. So I'm just going to pop one there in the corner of that window, or in the middle of the window. I'll pop one there, and I'm going to pop another one down here. So here and there. So I'm just going to pop one there. And then with my Winker Stella, with my Winker Stella, I'm just going to go in, and I've got backings of the dimensionals everywhere, and I'm just going to colour in that hat, just to give it a bit of shine. And that's what I was going to show you. And I think that's all I did with him. Was yeah, I put it on his hat, and I also did put it on the base of the mushroom. So just give that a bit of a shimmer. And I think that's all I did. Yeah, and I also done the inside of the mushroom. So just give it a little bit more sparkle. If you wanted to, you could go around those little holes there. And there you have it. There is a quick and easy centre panel pop-up card. So that's the one I made with you today, and that's the one that I made the other day. So like I said, this one here's got 1/8 of an inch border, and this one's got the 1/4 of an inch border. So, but they're both nice. I think I like this one, but I think I just like that bigger border. Sort of gives that bit more of a pop. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope to see you back again for my next one. And yeah, so we can have a bit of fun, and I can show you a few other things that I've got in store. But alrighty then, I'll let you go, and I'll catch you again for another one. Alrighty then, bye for now.